Hey, today I'd love to talk about the human design archetype known as a generator. And for those that are new to human design, it is a philosophy that encompasses the I Ching, the Kabbalah, astrology, chakras, quantum physics, and combines it into this beautiful, philosophy experiment that you can engage with life and see whether you get any enhancements of those around you and also your own skills. So last one I talked about was all about projectors, and I had an idea of what I was going to record next. However, I felt like it was really important to actually start going through the 5 types, and then I'd be going into more detail aspects of human design and how you can use it. Excuse me, I've got an airplane going over while I'm in my backyard. So I'm going to proceed on. So about 38% of the population is considered to be a generator. And they are what we would call the engines of the world. They're like the powerhouses. They have like such immense amount of life force. They're the builders and the creators. And if you're not a generator, this is also not saying that you cannot be those things either. This is just the innate embodiment of the generator energy archetype. And you guys are great. You're the most easiest human design archetype for me to work with, and I love it. So the aura, or like the energy field of a generator, is usually quite open, and it's like encompassing, it's very magnetic, and it has a vortex-like quality to it that really draws in people and circumstances and opportunities. And so it can be really important for generators to discern, right, as to who's exploiting them and their energy, and the infinite amount of energy that they have, right? If the engagement is not beneficial for all, then you may sometimes have to actually remove yourself from people, places, and things. Apologies, more out traffic again. So with generators, it's all about response. And what I love about generators and response is that life is always giving them something to respond to. There's very little waiting around. There's like always something in the environment that is like inviting them to respond to something. If it's not a person, it's people. Sorry, if it's not a person, it'll be places and things, right? And then they engage with what we would call their authority, and which involves the sacral energy center of the body. And it's really about listening to these kind of guttural sounds of like, mm-hmm, mm-mm. So listening to, those are just 3 examples of a maybe, a yes, a no. You know, your sounds could be such a vast variety. And so in listening to that, you know, what are those sounds? And it could be a bit of deconditioning that has to occur, because there may have been family environments that generators are in where they have been discouraged to use sounds like that. They may have been told that they need to use the words vocabulary. You know, to use sounds in general was not okay to make an answer for something that they were being asked. And so there could be a bit of like having to connect back into that aspect of themselves as well. And I'm going to do another vlog in the future talking more about how to work more with the authorities. There's also sometimes those that are generators that also have an emotional authority. So there's another element added on top of listening to the guttural sounds of the body. And the best way to guide generators and to engage with them in life is to ask a lot of yes, no questions. Do you want to go to the movies? Do you want to wear this hat? Do you, X, Y, and Z? And a lot of the questions it's great for them if it's a yes/no sort of answer. And I'm not saying that's the only way you can engage with generators. Of course you're welcome to open up big open questions and philosophy and laws and wisdoms and all sorts, right? That is not always just a yes/no kind of question. But it's really important if they are seeking guidance, or they're really wanting something just to sort of like respond to, give them those yes/no questions. And the generators are not so much about initiating. That's more of a manifestor archetype. Now, again, reminder, if you're not a manifestor, does not mean you can't manifest. That's another topic we can talk about more another day. But it's really important for generators to be inviting, someone inviting them in with something to respond to. That's their invitation to go in and to really start doing things, putting their energy there. And so what I would say to generators is do and be in your yum as much as possible. Please, 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 please. Here, as an environmental projector, only with the top 2 triangles to find, is so much more delightful for me to be in the environment of generators. They're doing things that are in their yum. If it's not, then you're going to lack energy. Most likely, should I say, you're going to lack energy. And you're going to be verging on the more of the feeling of frustration than satisfaction. And frustration and satisfaction is the great barometer to engage whether you're living in your design as a generator. Feeling frustrated, there's probably not something that is in your yum that you're doing in your being. If you're feeling really satisfied, you're probably doing and or being in a way that is really yummy for you. So generators with the sacral authority, without the emotional authority, it's very, very easy to make decisions if they've deconditioned themselves. So yes, and also another little pointer with generators, it's really good to be doing sort of one thing at a time in a sort of a linear process. Manifesting generators are slightly different, and I'll do a vlog more talking about that another day. Yeah, generators really do require one step at a time, and they could be quite good with long-term focus as well. They can really see like one step, next step, the next step. They're looking at the longer term in, not always, but they can do. They can have that ability to look more at a longer term in comparison to, say, a manifesting generator. Another additional tip is for generators to go to bed when you have spent all your energy for the day, like literally almost burn yourself out. Go to bed and you will probably knock yourself out and go sleep straight away. If you go to bed with a lot of energy still flowing through your body, it's probably going to take you quite a while to finally actually go into a deep sleep. And I can talk more about sleep tips in the future. And I'd love to talk about manifesting generators next. That would probably be my next human design topic. And I'm also going to do another vlog going more into how to guide more effectively. Doesn't matter, well, actually it does matter. We're going to go through all the different authorities that people have, because let's say a projector with a G authority would probably operate different than, say, like a manifestor with a G authority. So there's like some slight variations there. If you're a manifesting generator with a sacral authority, it's going to be probably a little bit different than someone that's a generator with a sacral authority. So I'll do another vlog about that further down the track. We'll go through the 5 types first. We've done the projector, this is the generator. Manifesting generator will be next. Then we'll probably talk about the manifestor, then the special reflector, and then we'll dive even deeper from there. So yes, thank you for staying tuned for this one, and sending love to all those generators out there. You guys really get the whole thing going. We wouldn't be going anywhere without you guys, so I really do appreciate having people like you in my life, and also noticing when I need to step away from your constant energy flow and be in my own little quietness as well, which is always a nice fun dance to play with. And yeah, stay tuned for the next human design vlog. We'll see you soon.